The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin.
Welcome back. Welcome, folks, to Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Darrell is going to be back with us Friday. He's at a big rodeo with his rodeo. How do you say it? Rodeo. The Dow Industrials right now are down to 13. You get the Nasdaq up 4. S&Ps are flat. We have the gold contract up $15. If we go take a look at oil out here, let's see where we're trading. Oil right now is trading at a price point up 57 cents at $33.35. Yeah, volatility still continues in this marketplace, and inside the bond market, the 10-year is up 4 ticks now, 130.16, and the volatility continues.
Yeah.
You know, and it doesn't look that volatile now, but last night, folks, okay, you had the S&Ps down.
Yeah, you can see it from this chart right here, right?
Look at that thing.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's amazing that they actually crawled all the way back. You know, last night you had we're at 1943. They got down to 1927, man. That's pretty wild, you know. And if you haven't test drove the Nadex product, folks, the exchange, come over to our website at TFNN. You'll see the banner on the top or the side. You hit the banner. You can bring up. They will put $25,000 of paper money into your account. You can see how these different contracts trade, whether you're trading the indices, commodities, currencies. And
what's cool is they're usually open during the middle of the week, 6 o'clock at night. That's when they reset. So you can put on a spread trade that is going to get action throughout the night.
You can.
Yeah.
For
the dailies.
You can.
Yeah.
You know, and what's wild, if we go over to the NQs for a second. So check this out. You know, the NQs, okay, this morning, you know, we're down at 41.92. And right now, you know, you're up, $47 off of that low.
Yeah, 42,
and,
yeah.
You know, waking up on a Monday morning, like, you know, just getting going, I'm looking at the market, I'm saying, okay, I was a little slow getting going this morning. That's slow. I was feeling great, you know what I mean? But it was like, okay, I'm just going to wait, you know, basically until about 8, because I wanted to get acclimated, not looking at the market for a couple of days, you know. But, you know, needless to say, that move was already done.
Yeah, for sure.
You know. But that's a good move, man.
It's like a 1% move off the lows. Right?
It's a good move. And what you do have is that, you know, it looks like, you know, this thing is going to claw its way up somehow, you know, into higher price.
Yeah.
Which is pretty wild.
Yeah.
Because, you know, what you definitely have there is that on Friday, we got over those swing highs from February 1st. It didn't hold price and it didn't have volume, but it's hanging right there. Yeah. So it's going to try it again.
Sure.
You know? Let's go to Mike in Dallas. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
How y'all doing? Listen, I wanted to ask you quickly. I trade the NASDAQ spreads on Nadex.
Right.
I wanted to ask you, do you keep an eye on the IBB as far as a trend, kind of a general direction of what you think the NASDAQ will do?
What happens is this, is that, to answer your question, yes. What happens is that the IBB is highly volatile, and what it likes to do is that when it trends, man, it trends in an amazing way. So you have the NASDAQ that can go down without the IBB going down. But if the IBB moves down or moves up when it starts trending, oh, baby, the NASDAQ really moves, okay?
Right.
And the IBB lately hasn't done anything. You can see, you know, if you're looking at the chart, it really hasn't done anything for a couple weeks.
Right.
That leg down was vicious. You know, so what you can do is that, you know, if you see that IBB starting to go topside, man, that's going to drag the NASDAQ up. You know, and I think the IBB has to get a little bit higher before it wants to go lower, because it was, you know, a vicious downdraft. It went from 340 to 240 in a month.
Right.
For sure.
Is there another indicator that I could also add to the IBB as far as
what you do is this. What I do real quickly when I'm doing this, right? So let's say that I'm either going long or short the NQs, right?
Yes.
What I do simultaneously is I go over to the E-minis and just intraday now. I'll look at them whether I'm getting in or out, and I'm saying to myself, okay, what are you doing? Like right now, these things want to go lower, and if I'm just looking at this, it's like, okay, you had the night. Whoops. Let's see. We had a nice spike up. I'm just figuring it wants to back down slightly, and it's going to be actually a buy. That's what I'm thinking.
Right.
So the IBB, the E-minis right now, it's like, okay, so we're at 1941. 1940s game. If it gets into that with some volume, that probably that 19 right there would be 1933 would be game. So if it backed into that with lighter volume, I do that correlation with the NQs, and then what you always have to know is that can you get anything out of Apple? Yeah. Apple's the number.
Apple's the big one.
Apple's still a big one. You can go to Microsoft if that's moving.
You can just excuse me. You can just pull up those few stocks even for sure in the IBB.
You can, and it gives you a really, it gives you better information, more information, Mike, as to whether you want to go long or short the NQs.
Okay. All
and
right,
the
Tom.
spreads. Exactly.
Thank you very much.
Cooking, brother.
Take care.
Have a great one. Have a safe one. You stay right there. Tommy and I coming right back, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you'll lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionics, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 18, Nasdaq's up 6, S&Ps are up 1.5. And let's go to our man Carlos from Garden Grove, California. Carlos, morning. How you doing?
Good morning, guys. Good morning, Tommy.
Morning,
Good morning,
Carlos.
Tom.
How was your weekend?
Yes. Oh, it was very good. Actually, spring is already here.
Yeah.
We're facing warm temperatures in Southern California. It's just welcome you.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, very nice.
We had a nice weekend here, too.
That's right, because today's Leap Day, right?
It is, that's right.
Today's Leap Day. That's right. Every 4 years.
Yes.
Get that extra
And,
day.
You got it?
Yeah, I live near a Catholic church, and people getting ready for the yearly. I don't know the name in English, but when they put the cross on the forehead.
Is that no?
Yeah,
Ash
Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, Ash
Something
Wednesday.
Like
Yeah,
yeah,
right.
I think it's like that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, totally. Right.
Yeah. And, no, the reason I called, Tom, I have a dilemma today. I accumulate some shares from a very inexpensive stock, and they receive a letter that is called a letter of intent.
Okay.
Something like that. And just the shares went up very high, and I'm being tempted to sell half of it.
Okay.
I don't know if you can look at it and give me an idea.
I can. So let's take a look. You got you don't have a dilemma on your hand. You have a score on your hands. Okay. So the equity, folks, is ALXA. It's pharmaceutical focused on treatment of acute and intermediate conditions.
Intermittent, yeah.
Yeah. I wonder what that means. All right. Well, anyway, bottom line is that the stock just doubled in price this morning.
Yes. Actually, a few days ago, I noticed the price was 5 cents.
Okay.
But you can never, I put a bid for it, and because I was buying the lower prices,
Yeah.
it for a while stayed for around 30 cents, 29 cents. My average price is 33 cents. And I noticed when it dropped, it stays there for a while, and eventually just got up again. But nothing happened that day. And now it's just that high. And I want to sell half of it. I don't know if this is the right time. And it's never wrong to take profits. That's something I learned from you. But it just went up, and I got a lot of shares. I used some profits to buy it.
Sweet.
And,
I would take half of it right now. So here, let's read what the letter is. Oh, okay, so this is what the letter is. And they announced that on February 15th, it had entered into a non-binding letter of intent, the letter of intent with Grupo Feria International, maybe?
Yeah.
With respects to Feria's proposed acquisition of all the common shares of the company. The letter of intent was described by Feria's recent Schedule 13D filing, does not constitute a binding agreement to consummate such acquisition, and entitles both Alexa and Feria to terminate discussions at any time at their sole discretion. Additionally, Alexa can, at its discretion, enter into discussions with third parties. Let me just see something here.
Yeah. So it means there's still a lot up in the air for sure.
Yeah.
No matter what, if we dig into that. So.
Right. Right. And you have, so you have a company that takes in $24 million a year.
They're losing a lot of money, though, I think, on the other side of it.
Exactly. It has a market cap. This probably wouldn't be counted today. So it just doubled the market cap. Let me just look at this again. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, that would be today, just as a...
That would be?
I think there's only 21 million shares outstanding.
Okay.
So at 66 cents, that's putting in about 14 million market cap, even with this pop.
Yeah. You can't, listen, you can't go wrong. You just made 100% profit, right?
Yes, 33 cents on average.
Yeah. I mean, sell half of it. And now you got a free trade. And you still get a lot of shares. And, what's scary about that press release is that it's like,
They can.
why do you make an agreement but you can get out of it? That's not.
Well, they can say anything, right? In that
Right.
respect, right?
It's
Right.
not for sure, right?
Yeah, definitely.
It's definitely not for sure. So why do you make it? You know,
Yeah.
what is the? You're a public company, okay? If you had a deal, say, okay, let's get a deal. You got to put something in writing if it sticks. So that's scary in the aspect of.
They could just no, it's scary for sure. You know what's. I mean, but they could be trying to get some other suitors too, which they said in there as well, which is probably what they'd say, regardless of whatever their real motivation was.
No, I agree, and that's why I'm saying sell half of it. It's
Right,
to me, it's a pump.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is a pump to get the stock
That
up.
was a PR release for sure.
They got it up, and you know what?
They might try and get another offer, which could pop it a little more, or it could just kind of fall apart.
Or
too,
they might be broke and do a secondary.
Or
you know
it
what I
could
mean?
just be like a talk, and probably nothing could materialize. Maybe they're on different sides.
Tom, do you have time for another question?
Yes.
Okay, it's related to futures.
Yes.
Like I mentioned before, I've been trading futures. I don't know if I told you, I actually doing trading full time.
Good for you.
For many years, I put away money from my work, and I trade. I follow some of the letters from your co-host, and I've been doing okay. I don't want to brag and nothing, but I was able to go to the next step. And I've been trading options. I've been trading stocks. I've been trading futures, and I noticed on futures buying one lot, even though they one contract, they somehow I get more of it. But I noticed that when I start trading, I wake up at 12 o'clock in the night.
Yes.
And I trade all the morning and the rest of the day in normal trading hours.
Okay.
And I noticed there's like hours, like the European hours.
Yes.
They actually have a very good movement and very predictable in a way. I don't want to.
No, I know you don't want to jinx it. I know what you're saying. So what happens overnight, folks, is this, and that, Carlos, I'm glad you just traded one contract because you can make a lot of money on one contract. What happens if you don't get greedy on overnight action? What happens in the S&Ps and the Nasdaq? They can go back and forth, 2, 3, 4. The spreads are all right, but they move around a lot more. So if you're only looking to make a couple, you can. But if you stay too long and then a trend develops, like last night, a good trend, then, they're not as forgiving. But I know right what you're saying, man. And I've had many times that I've felt the exact same, that, you know what, if you can handle being up in the middle of the night, many times, and this is just a perception, as your perception is that sometimes it's a little bit easier,
Yes, and one of the main reasons I started doing that is because I enjoy so much doing this that I want the day to be 44 hours, not 24.
Oh, man.
You just got to make sure you get plenty of good sleep. That's important, too.
You do. We're gonna send you over to Larry's house. Larry doesn't sleep. Larry's just amazing.
Short cat naps, I think.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Cat naps right at his desk.
Thanks, Carlos.
Have a great one, man. Congratulations. Have a safe one. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow right now is down 7. Nasdaq's up 8. S&P's are up 2.5. We're gonna be right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today.
EverBank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. And don't forget, folks, no matter where you are in the country, we start programming Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 o'clock in the morning to 5 in the afternoon. Get it right on your cell phone. Just go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. Tuesday, Thursday, 7 in the morning to 6 in the afternoon. Same deal. Just go to TFNN and hit Tiger TV. We get over and we take a look at these NQs for a second, you know, because when you are trading those Nadex spreads, what ends up happening is that, just as Mike does, I like trading those NQ spreads, and what I want to see, I just want to see a little bit lower price right now.
You're saying it during the break, too.
I do. I you know, like, okay, come on, give me a little pullback here.
Right,
you know,
by the pullback.
Yeah.
And so, what is it? Because you're kind of in the middle of this.
It is.
Like, so you want to be on one side of that.
I
sure,
am,
yeah.
and I can't stand the middle. What happens is that we can get just as quick down to like the 4180 level as we can get up to the 4280. So it's like,
Right.
hold it. That's
I would
not,
agree, yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
There's nothing. You know, your back is not against the wall.
Yeah.
You know, and if you bring that over a little, what we are going into, see that high volume right there on the bottom. Yeah. See that number is 4261. We got the 4247, and that's what it's going to try to get into. So, like, my bias right now, even though I'm a long-term bear, my bias is to buy this versus sell it.
Yes.
So I'm looking, if I buy it here, I say, hold it, man. That's only 20, you know, NQ
Sure.
points, which is not a lot. You know, it's not bad.
No,
but
you're looking for more.
I am looking.
Yeah, especially when we just got a move, right? From
Right.
4291 to 4180,
Right.
so 110 points. So
Right.
yeah.
So like a spike down to the ultimate would be, folks, a spike right to the high of where this took off at 0500 this morning, 5 o'clock this morning.
Sure.
Like 4216, like would be
right
just beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, I guess when you know, it's interesting.
That's good risk reward. I like
Yeah.
that.
Actually, when yeah, see, and you get that spike there. So what I'm
Sorry, but
that's right.
I was just going to look at.
Oh, good.
we can
Yeah,
take
let's
a look
look at
some of the
some,
spreads
yeah.
just to see what. So we're going into the industry spreads, US Tech 100.
Yep.
And you're usually dealing with
I like the daily.
The larger daily
I
ones,
do.
too. They have some that open up at 8 a.m.,
Right.
so they'll recalibrate to kind of where the market is.
Right.
The daily ones are the ones that usually open the previous night.
Which I like.
Right, and they're larger, as in there's a few of them that are 40 points, and then you have the master spread, like they get called, where it's 80 points. And that's an $800 value for the full leg of that.
Yeah, and look at that. Now, that one's kind of interesting if I thought the market was going to go down. Because that's right at 42, well, the bid's 42.26.
So you want to look at that? We can just take a peek at it. Because, this is, if you really thought the market could tank pretty well today.
Right. Now, watch how bizarre this gets. Even though I think it's going to go to 42.16, that's where I like to buy, I still wouldn't go short that baby right now. Because my bias is still up versus down right now,
Right. Well, you're going to be, and that's what we can look at, you're going to be paying a lot of premium here for this option, basically.
Yes. Right.
The market's at 42.39.
Right.
So let's just call it 42.40.
Yes.
And it's perfect because it's literally right at the top of this spread.
Right.
So you have 80 NASDAQ 100 points to the bottom.
Yes.
But right now you can see if you were going to sell this, so you'd be going short essentially.
Right.
You would be risking 132. You're risking, well, that was when it was a little bit higher now. Yeah, you're risking, 160 right now.
Which is huge.
Yeah, it's especially huge when you're going to lose
full loss.
Almost all of it. You know, there's 3 points of as they call it, intrinsic value, and there's 11 points you're paying. Now, that's a lot when the whole spread's only 80. So automatically 14% of the entire part of it is just premium that you've paid off the top.
Right.
If it stays where it's at, you lose almost all of that. If it goes up, you lose almost all of that,
Yeah, in this case, folks, it only has to go up 3.5 points, and you lose it all.
Right.
That's like a blink.
Right.
But what does happen on these, which is really cool too, is that as you go through the day, if we stay at these levels, that trade or another trade, whether it's long or short, the premiums will come out of those.
Yes,
as you get closer to the end of that expiration.
I just wanted to take a look at what is interesting. This is the same spread with just the bottom of the floor being 4,200. So it's only a 40-point spread. It's basically the same. And you can see you're paying like 130 instead of 160.
Right.
So you're paying 160 for the 80-point spread. That's because you're going to have to pay more.
Oh, that's really cool to know.
Yeah. You're going to have to pay more because you get that profit
more
potential over the 40 points. But maybe if you thought it could pull back, but you were like, you know what, I think it could pull back to, 4,200, and I don't want to go for 4,160, which is going to be far below this area.
Right.
Then you'd be better off maybe choosing that spread.
Yeah, you would.
So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and that's, Darrell's scanner works well for that.
Right.
But that's just getting used to going through there, looking at the different spreads they had.
Exactly.
And then let's take it even to the more extreme level, right?
Yeah, so what time is it now? You get 10:35.
So, all right, we'll even go to the 11 a.m.s.
And you get a 42.40 there.
Yeah, and you have a few here.
Okay.
You have the 42.40, where you're going to be somewhat close to the middle of it. And let's say we're looking for a decline again. We're going bearish. We're selling it.
Yeah.
And it's pretty close to the center of that market.
Right.
And that's because, it's only a 10-point spread.
Right.
So it has the ability, even being at 42.38, there's still priced in where it has a reasonable expectation, right, of being on either side, 42.30 or 44.40. So it's not going to be completely away from the middle of that.
Right.
Too much so. But then, these are interesting here as well. So you go all the way down where now you're doing it where you're completely out of the money.
Yeah.
The spread doesn't even start being worth anything until 42.30, but that's only 7 points away from the current market.
Right.
And so here you can risk, $11 for a profit.
Oh, see, now that's where I see. What's interesting about this one you just brought up?
Now that's a low probability trade. You're going to lose a lot.
It's 11% probability, right?
Yeah, you're going to lose many times in a row.
Right.
But it's a high risk reward trade. When you do win, you're going to win.
You know what's cool about this? Now, if you trade something like this, folks, right? This is almost like a binary. But I still like this better than a binary.
Somewhat, right?
Right?
Somewhat. Yes, it's completely out of the money, which is why you're associated with the way that you trade binaries.
Yes.
Because you're buying them way out of the money for low risk reward trades. Right.
9-to-1, yeah.
This is similar, and it's similar in that you lose your entire investment unless it moves a certain amount. That's where it's similar, for sure.
And this won't move. So if we got into like the 42.30. It would move.
It's probably there'd be some premium.
Too,
it would still all be premium if it got to 42.30, right? Because it's still technically worthless at that exact number until it goes beneath it.
Right.
So there's not going to be a substantial amount.
And look at that. The market is saying right now that it's not even close because the offer just came off from that, which is pretty cool to understand. And, you know, right now, we just went to 42.39, so the market is saying, hey, you know what?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. This should, yeah.
I think because it goes so far out of the money, right? And with time value out of the money,
it just hasn't, the underlying hasn't moved substantially for that market to dry up. Maybe somebody just came in and took out the bid and the offer. But yeah, no, you can see it's trading pretty close.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are going to be coming right back. Right now we have, let's see with this good old Dow Industrials hanging out here. The Dow right now is hanging out at down 28. NASDAQ is up 2. S&Ps are flat. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 22. Nasdaq's up 3. S&P's up 1. And if we take a look at we get a couple of other contracts out here. So this contract that we're looking at here, this is a...
So this is the same 10-point spread. I split it. So this is the one that expired at 11 o'clock so 20 minutes from now, basically.
Yep.
We have the U.S. Tech 100, NASDAQ 100, trading at like 42.39.
Yes.
So if we were going to sell this, it wouldn't be worth anything until it got to 42.35. So it's completely out of the money.
Okay.
And I was saying, we'll see where it trades, and maybe we could sell one even.
Yeah, just so they can see how it trades too.
And so I'm going to wait. What I was even saying is I really liked when it was at like 42.39 or 42.38.
Okay.
And this is, maybe it'll come back down, because risking like 14 or 15, even versus like 20 or 25, dramatically shifts your risk reward. How often you have to be right versus wrong versus getting the full threat of it. So
let me. I think I got clear what you're saying, because when that went to 42.38, your bid didn't change that much, right?
42.38. Yeah, it almost gets a little too close. I don't want to pay. Let's see. We'll try and sell one for 14. Okay, so we got one, and this is. I said, we can go through it in the air. It's only $14 no matter what it does, but just understanding it. So, and we'll pull up the chart so you can see the US Tech 100, because that'll make it easier visually. So we have 5 points of premium in the US Tech 100 at 42.40 to 42.35, and then from 42.35 to 42.25, we make $10 a point.
Right.
And so by risking the 14. It's just a nice risk reward, because what can happen is if this gets down to like 42.35 or something, you're going to be paying like 20 to 25 in premium, and 3 to 1 just isn't enough there. I don't like, as opposed to paying 15 and getting like 6 to 1. That's my difference. Where
that's cool.
You just wait 1 or 2 points sometimes, this close to expiration especially.
Right.
And you can dramatically shift that risk reward. Even so, I was looking at it there from 15 to 25. I was saying it'd be good if we can get like 15 for this trade.
Yes.
Instead of paying the 25. Now, you can do the same thing, though, from 25 to 40. Those types of, or 25 to 35 even. That goes from a 3 to 1 to a 2 to 1. Paying 25 versus paying 33. So, and it's $14. That's your entire stop. You have 20 minutes, so it'll be almost at the end of the show. We can keep an eye on it.
Which is really cool.
And, 42.25, we have a max profit level, which is where I'm dropping this right here.
Right.
And realistically, 42.33 is like a break even. We just need we need 1.6 points within that spread.
What we probably should do too is just turn around and put the buy back, just in case we get a spike down. Right?
We could. We'll see. We have 15 minutes. We have a lot of time. I mean, it could just accelerate right now. What I would want to see how it played out a little bit with 15 minutes. Maybe with 10. You couldn't manage that as much. That's the way I would do it.
Oh yeah, but you can cancel it anyway. I'm just saying you could put a buy in at 42.26, just in case you get a spike down. You see what I'm saying?
It would take a lot to get a real quick 42.26.
Oh, I know that.
Just because.
I know that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cool watching this thing shake out. So let's go take a look.
Hopefully we get some action. It just doesn't sit there. But you got 15 minutes, and that's it's really just a demonstration to showcase. Those are the types of trades.
Right. And what you brought up, which is really cool, is that percentage just on that tick from 15 to 25 is huge.
Yeah. Risk reward.
Pocket
That's what,
money.
Your potential, because it's easy to say I'm just risking $25. That's such a, but you got to realize you're just risking $25 and you just can make 75. There's just it affects the other side, as opposed to when you're risking 15, that other side becomes 85.
Right.
So 15 to 85 versus 25 to 75.
Huge difference. Huge difference. So if we go over, let's go take a look. I'm just going to put the Bloomberg back up.
We know where we are.
Just because I want to see what. And
that's what's nice. That's a stop. And that's why even you could put out the sell, as in the sell side. When I was putting it on, though, I was thinking there's a reasonable expectation this could hit the other side of that. Right. And I'm just almost willing to play out the next 15 minutes with that amount risked. And so you could put the sell, too, but that's where I was.
It'd be the buyback.
The buyback, sorry. You could put the closing side of the trade, right?
Right. So if we go over to the NQs and we take a look at them here, and this is where it comes down, answering Mike's question a little bit earlier, that, okay, what is the setup? So, thus far, we have no surge to the upside. We know that, you get this hanging out here at 42.35. That's the top of 8 o'clock this morning. But this is the number right there. That number, 42.16, is still hanging out here. So you can see every 10-minute bar. Look at it. The volume's going down every 10-minute bar. So it's like, okay, your probability is pretty good that you don't have enough surge on the upside there. So if we,
and that's part of when when I was looking at it, you could almost go both sides. The way it was set up, that was a nice trade just to demonstrate it.
the
but
50 exactly.
But it was the same thing where, it was like there could be a pullback here of 15 points easy. You're only looking for 42.25. It was there when, like a half hour ago, and it's come off 41.80 overnight.
So then we can go, let's go right into the NDX and see what the strength versus the weakness is. So you get the strength here is Biomolen. That's up $4.65. Skyworks is up 172. Yahoo is up 71. And Viacom is up 76. Now, when I just look at that quickly, that's saying to me that, hey, guess what? Those are not any of the big high flyers. You see what I'm saying? So that's saying, okay, that's a good scene. You don't have Apple up there. You don't have Tesla up there.
Right.
And now Pharmaceutical on the way down is down. They're getting crushed. It's down 15%. That's down $8. You get Microsoft. Monster Beverage down 448. Mylan Pharmaceuticals off 127. Now, if we go over to the IBB, and this is where this comes back too, that first one. Yeah, there's still not enough juice on the IBB. But if we go into the Qs in general, we just look at the Qs. You can see and I like doing this too. I forgot to tell Mike that. I'll go from the futures even to the Qs just to see, okay, are there any spikes in there?
Yeah.
And the Qs, folks, have done the same thing. I mean, every time it's trying to get up, the volume is dying. So that tells me a higher probability is that at some point today, we are going to get a pullback before this market wants to get a little bit higher.
Yeah.
Gold continues to catch a bid. This is going to be what you're going to see out here in gold too, because what happens is that we have the end of the month today. I believe gold is the number one percentage-wise gone up in the month of January. So that news is going to be everywhere.
Yeah.
Because.
You want to take a look at natural gas? I know they were asking about the den, and I was listening this morning. I think it's down somewhat on numbers at warmer temperatures. Some report warmer temps saying
it's down 4%.
They're not going to need as much natural gas.
Yeah, it's down 4%.
Yeah.
We hit 169 this morning, folks. 169.
Down 7 cents, right? And it's only now trading at like $1.80.
Right.
I mean, the price of gum doesn't drop from 179 to 169, right? Think about that. It's like that's.
Natural gas, folks, is going to go up when we don't get one call about natural gas, and everyone decides that natural gas is never going to go up again, ever. You stay right there. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number, folks, is 877-927-6648. Dow right now is down 14. Nasdaq's up 6. S&P's are up $1.50. We're going to be right back.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016, and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. We hit the Dow up 8, Nasdaq is up 12, S&Ps are up 4.5. We have gold up $13, and a little NDX trade doesn't look too good right now. We're at 42.46.
Yeah, we got action, just action the other way, right?
Right.
But that's okay, because sometimes, I mean, what you're looking for is some action there, you know, and so if you're anticipating you can have the market move a certain amount of points within the time frame that you're looking for it, you know, and going back to it, I think we were $14 on that trade, so you have 14 to make 85. That's, you know, you're risking 1 to make like 6 to 7, so you only have to be right 1 out of like 7, 1 out of 8 times to be a profitable trade. And you know, there's still, like we said, it's 11 points now outside of where it would even get any value, so that's a lot as we come into like 6 minutes, and that's why the market's dried up. There's not a market for the product right now, you know, for that specific spread.
Yes.
But the same thing is, we got 8 to 9 points of movement, and we still have 5 minutes left, and we had a max profit that would be achieved at only like 13 points in the index.
And what's important too, when you're looking at how these spreads are set up, is that what we didn't have out there, because the movement had already taken place, was just the opposite type of a trade, right? There
were easier trades for that type of risk reward,
yes,
right? To the bearish side,
exactly,
and that's because the market had went up so much,
right,
that the spreads were kind of below the market.
Right.
So you're going to get some great low risk, high reward, but low probability trades. As in, you know, you're not going to be successful many times because you're paying so small. But you can see that,
and there'll be new ones fired off right at 11 too. New spreads coming out.
There'll be new spreads, and we were going for the shortest time frame. I mean, there's already spreads available for noon that are up there. Right. You know, if you wanted a little bit more time.
And what is the new one at right now? So 10 to 12. So these are at we're at 42, 44.
These are higher, and that's because that, you know, they're 2 hour long spreads.
Yes.
And so the ones that expired at 11, I believe, were set at 9.
Right.
The one that expired at noon were set at 10. The market was higher.
Exactly.
At 10.
Exactly. You know, so when you're getting used to these, folks, come over to our website at TFNN. You can bring up the exchange to put $25,000 of paper money, and when you first do this, you're gonna go right to the binaries, and you know, have some fun with it.
Maybe not. Maybe they've seen us trade spreads enough, because I wasn't watching anyone trade
none
spreads,
of us were,
you know, and it's a simple concept to understand the binaries. So you go where you understand, you understand them. But maybe after seeing how the spreads work, where you can still get, and people like the binaries, low risk, high reward, you can still do those types of things with these.
No, you can.
Right.
There's no doubt.
And then that way you scale into your profits a little bit, as opposed to all or none.
You do.
Because in this,
exactly.
Right. In this, you know,
and many times you can just get some money back. Doesn't mean you're just getting what you put up, not the yes or no.
You can manage the trade a little bit better. I think.
And if you do end up trading the oil contract or the gold contract inside that, it's, you know, Carlos, if you're out there, don't be trading oil and gold right now in that futures market until you get used to it.
Yeah, overnight.
Right. You know, because their movement there is extraordinary. I mean, and if you trade inside this product. At least you know what you're putting up. And I happen to like inside this product getting as close, risking the least amount that I can risk.
So this is cool, just to feature it. So we have 2 minutes until. Oh no, these are the 12 o'clock ones. Okay. I was gonna say I thought they were. They happened to be the
market
11
again.
o'clock.
Okay, right. You know, so what I expect you're going to have out here today, though, you have the UK's down a little bit, the DAX is down. Our markets won't back off, folks. This is going to be this is a market that wants to go higher. You stay right there, man. Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next. Then we're going to Thinkorswim headquarters, Chicago. Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Thanks, Tom. Go get them, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.